this right now. Please tell me I am hallucinating.
Why? What happened?
Okay. Look at this teaser posted by dUCk. The paint strokes, the palette, they even shot their campaign photos inside an art studio with the exact same paint-stained floors and canvas backdrop we used 2 years ago.
Wait, the artsy dUCk? This isn't just a similar vibe, yeah. This is an identical visual replication. How is this possible? Our collaboration is literally sitting on their platform, a fashion valley right now.
Oh dear, I put my heart and soul into designing that Sleepy Llama capsule with you guys. I'm not staying silent. I'm posting side-by-side comparisons on my Instagram stories right now.
Unbelievable. They did it again. First, my Warong illustration, and now they are doing it to Nia and Sonaru. Nak ciplak pun agak-agak lah. No, I can't just leave a comment. Nia and Miss Jayanti need backup. If we don't stand together as independent female creators, this massive brand will keep treating our portfolios like a free mood board. Hello, it's Shaza. I just saw Nia's stories. There is a pattern. Remember what happened with my brand illustrations? They don't let me sweep this under the rug. I want to join forces with you guys. Let's demand a face-to-face meeting with their management before this turns into a full legal war.
So thank you for agreeing to meet behind closed doors instead of dragging this out further on social media. I just want to clear out dUCk's name quickly. My creative team has worked incredibly hard for this, and a portion of the artsy dUCk sales goes directly to Pusat Jagaan Ahmad Ashura Orphanage. And this public online backlash is actively hurting innocent charity recipients.
Using a charity to deflect creative accountability is completely unfair, Vivi. We are at this table because the artsy dUCk looks devastatingly identical to the capsule collection Soonaru and Sleepy Llama launched back in 2018.
It's a clear corporate pattern, Vivi. I joined this meeting because my independent brand, Warong, faced a separate striking design dispute over a original illustration during this exact same time frame. When multiple independent local creators see their visual concept mirrored by a massive brand without credit, it points as to a systematic issue.
As the lead designer for dUCk, I must step in. We firmly deny all plagiarism claims. Every single element of the artsy dUCk collection was drafted organically by my creative department.
Let's be analytical here, Miss D. We aren't talking about a vague resemblance. The specific watercolor brushstroke, the placement, the canvas layout, and even the exact art studio campaign theme are fully mirrored. This market confusion is actively diluting our commercial brand equity.
Look at the campaign Photoshop concept on this screen. We shot our collection in an active art studio with paint-stained floors and messy canvases in late 2018. Your team went into an identical art studio setting. That is a direct replication of our visual mood.
So let us look at the macro trends objectively. The collection is called the artsy dUCk collection. So an art studio is the most basic, logical, and universal common settings that for an art theme scarf. So, and many of the global brands have done it, and it is not a copy, it's more of a public domain concept.
Let's talk about the commercial timeline. Our collaboration launched publicly in December 2018. Your collection dropped just recently, making it look to the untrained consumer like we copied you. which heavily damages our brand's reputation.
Let's look at the actual design receipt. This binder shows that I finalized and timestamped the print file for the RC duck in June 2018. That is 6 whole months before your public launch in December. Mathematically, my team could not copy what did not exist in the public domain.
Except our creative discussion didn't start in December, D. Soonaru and Sleepy Llama have been in active design alignment and email exchanges since May 2018. We have the digital proofs right here.
And this is exactly where the pattern repeats. In my separate district, your corporate line released similar illustration composition right after my independent work went live. Even if your internal timelines overlap by coincidence, your massive marketing reach completely erases the smaller character's digital footprint.
From a design and legal standpoint, internal emails or independent sketches do not constitute public disclosure. Under intellectual property principle, an idea or a work in progress is not protected from independent parallel creation. Creative minds frequently arrive at similar styles simultaneously due to the global trend forecasting.
Come on, Miss D, let's look at the operational reality. Soonaru X SleepyLlama is sold on your own parent platform, Fashion Valley, right now. Your corporate creative team had direct daily access to our physical stocks, sales data, and also the marketing materials. To call this a pure coincidence ignores the structural access your team holds.
It breaks my heart because I'm just an independent designer. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into my art. It feels completely helpless when a multi-million-dollar fashion empire replicates your aesthetic and passes it off as entirely original.
Exactly. When a small creator speaks on social media, we are hit with a corporate pushback or legal warnings. We don't have public relations machinery to clean up our narratives. Our creative reputation is our only currency.
I understand your passion, Nia and Shaza. I am an entrepreneur too, and I built this brand from scratch. I do not use corporate scale to crush local talent, but I will not allow my brand, my designers, and my employees to be bullied or cancelled by internet boycott over a standard trend overlap.
Accusing us publicly on Twitter and Instagram without verifying our design timeline borders on corporate defamation. If this escalates further into social media warfare, our corporate PR will defend our design integrity aggressively.
Is that Duck's best alternative to a negotiated agreement, Miss D? Threatening lawsuits against independent creators? Netizens are already defending Tia and Shaza. The public narrative is heavily against you because consumers are tired of a large corporation ignoring small creators. A public dispute will tarnish your brand equity far more than ours. We are at an impasse. We require a public acknowledgement to protect our career value. Ms. Vivi and Ms. D cannot issue a formal admission of guilt due to corporate liability risks. Let's pivot to a commercial or an interest-based solution. Fashion Valley currently stocks our Soonaru collaboration. What if we shift this conflict into a high visibility marketing feature?
So, what do you mean by marketing feature, Miss Jayanti?
The Ducks can highlight the Soonaru X SleepyLlama collection on its main social platform. You run a local designer spotlight campaign actively driving your massive consumer base to buy our remaining stock on Fashion Valley.
To resolve my separate disputes, within this framework, Duck must also commit to an official paid creative freelance or curation pipeline for independent local illustrators over the next financial year.
This ensures small artists are directly hired and compensated at market rates rather than being inspired by without credit.
Commercially and operationally, that is highly viable. It's demonstrate corporate responsibility and support the local ecosystem without admitting legal fault. But what about the current sales of the artsy duck?
Since you mentioned that a portion of the artsy duck goes to the orphanage, we want that donation to stand. However, we want 10% of the remaining commercial revenue of this run paid to Soonaru as a design consultancy fee.
Oh, 10% is too high for a parallel creation claim and disrupt our margins. But I think we can resolve this amicably, as I can agree to a 5% creative consultation fee plus a guaranteed pin front page banner on Fashion Valley for your brand for the next month. And for Shaza's term, we will officially commit to a three-part paid creation campaign for local illustrators.
Now, let's us formalize this term to ensure a total consensus before we sign. So firstly, a joint public statement. We wanted a collaborative Instagram post clarifying the overlapping 2018 timelines that validate the Soonaru x SleepyLlama pioneered their design concept in May 2018. The second one, a platform promotion. Fashion Valley will provide a complimentary paid front page marketing banner for Soonaru for 30 consecutive days. The third one is a financial compensation. So DUCk will pay a 5% creative consultation fee from the artsy duck net profits to Soonaru while fully maintaining the intended orphanage donations. Number 4, an independent creator partner. DUCk officially contracts Shaza's recommendation, local illustration initiative, launching a paid free curation series for independent local artists over the next fiscal years. And lastly, we wanted a legal release. Soonaru, Nia, and also Shaza agreed to archive current co-op posts and sign a standard mutual non-disparagement clause.
This protects our corporate brand equity while actively using our retail platform to use up independent local creators. I can agree to these terms.
This preserves the integrity of my design timeline while fostering a collaborative local fashion ecosystem. I will prepare the final settlement agreement for signatures right now.
Yeah, and this gives me the industry respect, chronological validation, and creative recognition that I fought for. I agree.
This turns a frustrating pattern into actual systematic change and financial backing. For local independent illustrators, I agree.
So this secures our commercial placements, balance the market power dynamic, and clear our branding. So Soonaru officially agrees.
The parties reach a basic agreement to reduce public tension. This agreement is not an admission that anyone is wrong, and it will still be reviewed internally by both sides. This shows a compromise where both sides try to protect their reputation instead of continuing conflict.